Nisixoleleni bakwethu sishilo sathi sizolwa namhlanje. No, we did put the disclaimer. Ukuthi sizolwa. Yeah, siyasakhatha kancane ukuthi bese sibambana ngezandla impela ke manje. But I want us to have a clear, logical, mature. And I want to emphasize mature understanding of what's happening here. Ulrich is feeling attacked because I'm questioning his beliefs. And this is the danger about beliefs. The danger of beliefs is beliefs are not factual. Beliefs are not backed up on anything that is academically, factually, logically expressive in evidence. There is no beyond reasonable doubt in beliefs. And I will repeat to you again, Masia Pambili, ngicela, I beg you. Because the reason why it gets heated and we argue is because we are arguing fact against belief. And there can never be a common ground there. Fact and belief can never find a common ground. I'm speaking fact, you are speaking belief. Christianity, let me say this. Christianity is a wonderful religion, bakwethu. Carry on and go to church. There's nothing wrong with going to church. There's nothing wrong with believing in Jesus. There's nothing wrong with praying or reading the Bible or Yonkeland. It starts to get a problem when now you shut out logic for faith. What we are discussing here, Ricky, is yes, you may have read the Bible in English. And yes, in that verse you quoted, it speaks about hell. But is hell what they meant when they were writing the book?
So I think that's where you heard me saying, when you guys are describing the Greek idea, from my perspective, okay, I will leave you.
No, not perspectives now. Academia, fact, history. Not something I wrote or you wrote or I believe or you believe. My question is, when the Greeks wrote the Septuagint in Greek, were they thinking about the Christian hell when they were writing hell in the Bible?
Yes, there's different versions. Like I mentioned, there's Sheol that we mentioned. There's Tartarus, there's whatnot. There's all these different words that describe the word hell. And particularly in the versions where we see it mentioned in the New Testament, it is stating that there is the version that Christians hold to.
Can I interrupt? What is Tartarus?
Tartarus is the place where the demons, according to, I think it's Titus, where they are the demons that try to corrupt human blood were kept.
Okay. Have you watched The Wrath of the Titans?
No.
Clash of the Titans?
Yeah.
Return of the Titans? The story about Perseus.
Yeah.
Perseus.
Yes.
The son of Zeus and this farmer woman.
Yes.
All right. Where were the Titans locked up? Where were they kept?
Yeah, it's a copied story.
Okay. All right, fine. I agree. It's a copied story. Who copied who?
They copied us.
Who?
They copied us.
The Greeks copied the Christians.
Yes.
When the Greeks outdate the Christians by 3,000 years, are you fucking kidding me? No, man. No.
Let's do this.
No.
Let's do this.
No. The Greek mythology copied Christianity that did not exist when Greek mythology was the thing.
Abba, let's get this.
Let's get to the ring.
You,
Autam, you accuse me of being. I see you again. No, I see you. You accuse me of being a Freemason. What is Freemasonry according to your understanding?
We're not going to address. Let's close, Papa. We can't do that.
No,
no.
Okay,
we can't
close it.
We can't do that.
Let's close because. But
let's
if we're going to close that, let's be logical about. Let's be factual. You cannot say the Greeks copied Christianity when the Greeks had the idea of Tartarus thousands of years before Christianity. Come on.
So let's premise it in this manner. This is what Christians.
Okay, how did
the
Greeks copy a story that was not even born thousands of years before they had their story? How did they?
How far back does the record for
Homer?
Yeah.
Who wrote the Odyssey?
What does it
the very first book that was written in Greek? Homer.
What does it date? What is the date?
Sure. It's the first book in Europe. This is 3,000 years before Jesus was even born.
Okay. So
how did Homer copy the story of Jesus?
Okay.
3,000 years before he was born.
So for Christians, this is what we hold.
No.
I know maybe
Question
you might
is,
want to talk.
How did the
you wanna
Greeks
talk?
copy a story that is 3,000 years older than it?
I can't argue that one because I don't know about the dating of things, right?
No, but I just told you.
Yeah, but I can't argue that because I
Okay,
don't
you
know.
go on the phone and check it. What came first, Christianity or the Greek Odyssey? Check it on the go. Check it on your Google now, so that you can
My
speak on
internet
something
is
you
very-
know.
My internet is very slow.
That's phone number.
But Abba, I
green
think
one.
it premises for someone who knows that part to come in.
Yeah, but I'm educating you right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah,
Uti, you can even look it up.
Mm.
Right now, let me look it up for you. Because it's very important to speak from
Because
a point of
This is-
when did Homer...
I cannot argue something that I don't know anything
Right.
about. I don't know about the dating of that one. I'm not going to argue for that one.
All right, let's see. No, and it's fine to say I don't know.
The network is
Right.
not that good.
Oh, the network is
I
not
was-
good yet. But all right, the Greeks, my brother. Okay, before the nation of Israel was established, 1948. But okay, according to Christianity, before Caesar and the census of Jesus and the whole Bethlehem story, do you know how many people had already dominated the Jews? There's the Persians, then the Greeks, then the Romans,
Yes.
then the Mediites, right? So by the time Jesus is born, the Greeks had a civilization that had already been a world power, right?
Yeah.
This is history, not IIO,
Yeah.
right? So how can a world power that existed thousands of years before the birth of a man, Jesus, copy his story?
Now, like I said, I can't argue that one because I don't know it. Don't know the dating of that. And also,
The Odyssey was likely written between 750 to 650 BCE, making it about 2,670 to 2,777 years before the birth of Jesus. How did this motherfucker copy that motherfucker?
yeah, but according to Christian doctrine, right? And that's the Bible. That's what the Bible teaches. That's what the Bible teaches. Is that those particular demons, because remember, I was still stating which Hades, how does it come about? We're still there. So they are said to have been imprisoned in Tartarus, or it just says hell, but then the term that's used there is
Tartarus. Did you ask what the Greeks meant by Tartarus? Because Tartarus is a place of stone, it's cold, where they locked up their own ancestors, the Olympians.
Yeah, so the idea is the same. But
No, it's not the same.
It's different.
No, it's not. They are not
It's
demons.
chaining.
It's children locking up their own parents. Children revolting against their own parents and taking their parents and locking them up in a place called Tartarus. And then they took over Mount Olympus to become the new gods, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Now, how did that story copy the story of Jesus and demons? Because they were not talking about demons, they were talking about a family feud. It was a family fight. Abantwana bavukele abazali babo. Babathatha bayobavalele emgedeni. And then they took over the kingdom.
Yeah.
How does that relate to Christianity?
Yeah, no, that particular part, I don't know about that. I cannot argue for that one.
So are you agreeing that the word hell in the Bible, you don't even understand or know how it got there in the first place?
No. I did illustrate.
No, but you use Tartarus, and I'm telling you
Yeah.
what Tartarus is.
No, but
let's
Abba,
go back to
Abba, let's do this. Abba, let's
go
do
back
this.
and see.
Let's
what is
understand.
Tartarus.
Let's understand the difference in what you view about this subject, right? Yes,
I'm not
that's the
Google.
best thing.
I'm not Google.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's good. What I mean is, it's best to say this is what the Christian dogma is concerning the subject.
But
and
I'm not asking Christian
ve-
dogma. I'm asking fact.
Yeah,
Because
but,
if we're
but
going
I'm
to-
giving you
The
verses.
thing is, if we're going to speak dogma, I've got the Rasta dogma that I can quote in the very same Bible.
Yeah.
Amapostoli bane-dogma yokuhashana ngetswayi. It's in the Bible. AmaZion bane-dogma yokugcobisana ivasilina. It's in the Bible. uShembe une-doctrine yokwenza into yakhe entabeni. It's in the Bible. uLikhanyana has a doctrine yaseZCC yekofu. It's in the Bible. Out young, the Bible, we can debate doctrine of Christianity for 15,000 years and we'll never get an answer. I'm speaking fact. What is Tartarus? In Greek mythology, Tartarus is a deep abyss and prison underworld where the wicked and the titans are punished. Who are the Titans? The parents of the Olympians.
So
Is that in the Christian doctrine?
no. It doesn't
Therefore,
talk about
the word hell is misplaced in the Bible.
Okay, so basically the basic theme around that is that you have that particular.
Not me out here. I just read it for you on Google.
No, but it's fine. I'm talking
Don't
about
say me.
this. This is what you hold to, right?
I don't. I'm not Greek. Dingumxhosa.
I get you.
I read history
Yes.
that anybody can read. Stop identifying me with things that I don't even.
Okay, you don't. Okay,
me.
no, it's fine. So this is
history.
Yes,
Okay,
let me
answer
answer
Google.
that. Let me answer that.
Google, I mean.
So this particular story or that you see here, we can't speak for that.
I can't. It's written.
Yeah, no, you can speak for it. I can't speak to that.
But you speak for the Bible.
Yes.
How? What's the difference?
The same way I told you what verses actually hold to that.
I showed you a historical document that
I haven't researched it. I will have to go back, research it.
I'm showing you though.
But I haven't looked at it. It's only a Google search, Abba. It's only a Google search that you are showing me. I will have to look at it. I can't validate something that I don't know anything about. You just pulled up a Google search. I have to look it further, right? Let's agree there. I have to look it further.
Please do.
Yes, let's look it further.
And then after you do your research, come back and say you were wrong or say you were right. And I will accept I was wrong.
I didn't take any position on it.
No. Need to go and do your research,
Okay.
and then we come back and say what you researched, and I will admit failure if I was wrong.
Yeah. So we'll have a sit down and then we'll talk about.
No, go and do your research, and then we'll come back and I will accept failure if I'm wrong.
No problem. So on the particular thing, Christian doctrine is that there is a verse that says that they are held up in Tartarus, and so that's the version that we have in hell. But I want to.
This is Tartarus.
Yeah.
And is that the Christian interpretation or understanding of Tartarus?
The idea
But this
about
existed 3,000 years before the Christians existed.
until
The Christians, the Greeks who came up with the concept of Tartarus copied the Christians who were not even in existence for 3,000 years.
I'm no longer questioning that. Remember, we've clarified that part. I can see the years that it writes here. We'll look it further, right? So we are clear that this particular view, let me not say your view, this particular view is completely different to the one that the Christians hold. Let's be very clear on that. And so the question now I would ask concerning that is that what's your position on heaven and hell?
I don't believe in heaven and hell.
Okay. So that
At all, futhi. Because I don't have a word for hell. I don't have a word for heaven. Ngesixhosa in my home language. I asked amaxhego wonke amadala asekhaya. There is no word for heaven. There is no concept of it. When I die, I'm going home.
you just go to be. So
No. I'm going to a specific place, home,
okay.
where my children are going to be waking up and sleeping every day, where my cows are going to be moving around. That's where I'm going to be. That's what I believe. That's not what I believe. That's what I know.
Okay.
Because my ancestors, my grandfathers are all the time in front of me. We don't have hell or heaven. So we don't argue. This is why I need to don't make this mine.
Okay.
I don't believe in heaven or hell. I don't even think about them.
Okay, no, I get you. And so that moves me to this particular portion of discussion. What do you think is your mission?
My mission in the world,
Yeah, no, with particularly this information.
or with this information, I'm a teacher, right? And I teach spirituality,
Okay.
right? And in my years as a teacher, and this is going to sound very shocking to a lot of people, maybe to even you. If you are a Christian by faith and you come to me, to my school, I'm going to teach the hell out of you in Christianity. I'm not going to teach you what I believe. I'm going to teach you what you believe. It's Christianity. You're a Christian, right? Let's go to the teachings of Christ.
Okay.
Let's forget all doctrines and what and stories. Let's talk about Christ.
Okay.
I'm going to teach you Christ. If you are Muslim, I'm going to teach you the Quran. I've studied the Quran.
Yes.
You know, I've studied the Mishnah. I've studied all these Muslim books and Sufi traditions and all of that. So if you're Muslim, I'm going to teach you Islam. Do you know why I do that? Because I believe that spirit is one.
Okay.
Consciousness is one. What you call God is one. Right? You choose to call it red cup. I call it blue cup. He calls it green cup.
Okay.
But we are all speaking about a cup. Right? So God is one. My mission with all this information is to show the unity of spirit.
Okay.
Right? Unity of spirit as opposed to the separateness of doctrine.
Okay.
This argument we had here today got heated because you were defending doctrine.
Yes.
I was speaking history. Every time I quoted something, you said, yeah, but that's your... No, it's not mine. I was quoting things that were written by people that I don't even know.
Okay.
So you were defending your beliefs. I was speaking what is there written that anybody can find for themselves. Now, the moment where doctrine becomes the priority in discussions, it's gonna get heated. Because now you are defending what you believe as a treasure, as if you let go of it, your whole world is gonna crash.
Okay.
You understand? Jesus is not special. Krishna is not special. Allah is not special. Buddha is not special. Haile Selassie is special.
He's special.
So all these God concepts are just people's interpretation of spirit. Essentially, we are all one. If me and you can stop speaking on doctrinal lines, you'll discover that we are speaking the same thing.
Okay.
Love your neighbor as yourself. That's what you would say, right? I would say umuntu ngabantu. You would say honor your mother and father. I would say hlonipha omdala nomncinci. You would say the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. I would say ukuhlonela isihlwele.
Okay.
We are saying the same thing.
So from that spiritual thing that you're talking about, how then does this one here come? How does this one come?
This one? Na into esihlanganisile kahle kahle sesixabana mina nawe.
Because mina mangibona leyo nto vele I see
ihlala la.
It's your marriage ring.
On my finger.
So where does that? Because when I see that and I see, let me explain what I saw.
And the
I
apron.
saw the apron and the thingy, and Ankiri, they're taking the idea of what is it, Genesis 3, is it 3:22, whatever it is.
When the lambskin covering
Adam.
Covering
the Adam and thing like that, and then also the tradition of ascension with the all-seeing eye, whatnot, the pyramid, the masonry tools around them, implying a building of society or building of man, basically, or building of morals of man.
Oh, so, yeah.
I studied this thing. So,
So blame accuse ngento yiyo wena. You studied it.
I studied it because I had friends who were very interested in it.
Okay.
When I was still about to be born again, very invested.
So okay. Uyavuma ke namhlanje ukuthi you were projecting onto me.
No, I was
you
thinking,
painted me according to your own perceptions.
I took what I know about these traditions and all these things and
pinned it on
and
me
then I
without
said,
asking you.
How does Abba have the symbols of masonry, which
free and accepted Mason?
Yeah, generative principle with the gene.
Yeah, and it's a master Mason ring. You only get it when you complete your 3rd degree.
Did you finish?
I need
I must ask. Yeah, so but that's why I was asking you. I was asking you because of those ideas. And remember, in Africa, particularly the northern part, it's very common in public. Unlike in South Africa, you'll hear it now and then when Julius now decides to say, "Hey, the parliament was right next to the thing." That's the only time you'll ever. And actually, have you ever been to Cape Town? The thing, if you go to the Cape Town thing right next to the parliament.
In fact, it's connected too.
Yeah, because
and it was an agreement that ANC, but okay.
So it's not very public here, and so that was what my interest was. What is it that interests you
in Freemason? Okay,
that reflects.
First of all, am I a Freemason?
This must be the trailer of our video, not the heated one. Okay? Make it this one.
Am I a Freemason?
Yeah.
Freemasonry is an order with secrecy.
Yes.
Is an order of secrecy. So if I would answer that question, it's me spilling the secret. And the answer is no, I'm not a Freemason.
Okay.
Never been initiated in any lodge. Don't have affiliations with any Freemasonic lodges. I don't have Freemasonic friends. I have a special license to enter their lodges. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I know that you don't have any sponsors, by the way, because you need a sponsor to get in. None of that. Let's leave that one. Let's leave that one there.
I'm not a Mason.
Yeah.
I don't have Masonic sponsors. I don't have Masonic connections.
Yeah.
Not
This
at all.
is out of your interest,
I'm
particularly
not
for
initiated.
secret knowledge or studying.
All right. You mentioned something very interesting kule podcast yakho ngathi yabona le kuba bengikwazi ukungena ekhompyutheni le ngiyoyihama ngibulale. Uthi here's the problem about abantu abanjengo Abba who are always searching for knowledge without the guidance of a form, a structure, or a doctrine, by the way.
Yeah. That pissed you off.
Bengizokushaya ngempama lapha ekhompyutheni. But I understood what you said. The pursuit of knowledge is very, 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 very dangerous. And I'm saying this as a teacher. I'm saying this as a grandmaster. Right? I'm saying this as a grandmaster. The pursuit of knowledge undirected is very dangerous.
Okay.
Right? I can give you a book now. Like you read the Bible, right? You read the Bible. But how far in your studies of the Bible did you go?
Yeah.
Right? Not sitting in your bedroom and reading verse one go pastor every day or just reading out of interest. How far in the study of the Bible did you go?
Yeah.
Because that determines how much of the topic you know.
Yeah.
And that determines how much right of standing in public and speaking about it. That's the pursuit of knowledge, right? Pursuit of knowledge is very, very, very dangerous if it is undirected. Now, you said, when does the pursuit end? It never ends. You spoke about Christ. Are you aware that Christ is a priest in the order of Melchizedek?
Forever.
All right. What does forever mean? It never stops. Now, Christ is a student in the school of Melchizedek. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
He is not the headmaster. He's a student in the school. Jesus is the student of Melchizedek. No, he's a priest after the order of Melchizedek. What does that mean? Who's the principal? Who's the student?
Okay, you can go on.
No. It's a question.
It's one priesthood.
No.
It's one priesthood.
That university is one university.
Yes.
There's one chancellor and one dean. Who is the dean? Who is the student?
Christ is. The order, when it brings up the subject of the order, is that he is priest.
He's the order of Melchizedek. He's the priest in the order of
forever. Then the forever.
He is a priest in the order of.
Yes.
Who is the principal, Christ or Melchizedek?
You can answer that.
Who owns the order?
You can answer that, Abba.
I'm answering it. Christ is a priest in the order of Melchizedek. In the order of Melchizedek.
The line, basically.
No, in his school. An order. What is an order? I'm a grandmaster of an order.
Yes.
Okay. It's a school.
Okay.
So Christ is a priest in the order. Theodros Amlak is a priest in the order of Ayaleu Amlak.
Okay.
Right? Who is the principal? Who is the student? Now, he's in the priesthood of Ayaleu Amlak. Who is the principal? Who is the student?
Principal, student.
Okay. Jesus is a priest in the order of Melchizedek. Who is the principal? Who is the student?
Okay. We think of it differently then. Hallelujah, amen.
Hallelujah, amen. So now, the order of Christ is an order of men John 1, in the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God, and the same was in the beginning with God, and the same created everything, and nothing was created without him, and in him was everything, there was life, and what.
Yeah.
Later on it says, and all those who believed in him, he came amongst his own accepted it not amongst his people, and they rejected him, blah, blah, blah. But those who accepted him, he gave them the
right.
power to become the sons of God, right? So there was a transformation from son of man to son of God, who are not born of flesh and blood, but by the will of the Spirit of God, right?
Okay.
That's Christian Bible doctrine, right? I'm answering this.
Yes.
The order of Christ is an order of taking man and making him into a better man. Transforming mere man into a God-conscious being, a Christ-like being, right? And how do you achieve that? You have to achieve it with the tools of the workshop of the mind. What are the tools of the workshop of the mind? Number one is morality.
Okay.
Morality has to do with discipline. Morality has to do with uprightness. Morality has to do with how you present yourself, right? That is the square. Every square building, every corner, you use a square to get it perfect, right? That is the square on the
Masonic thing.
Now, what else do you use to perfect man's character? You use
Compass.
Spirit.
After
After your morals are sorted out, we have to deal with your mind. We educate you, right? In order to enhance your morality.
Okay.
Through education, that's the compass. The compass is the circle around the square to keep your morality within the bounds of spirituality. Square and compass. Now, the union of the square and compass is the union of the physical and the spiritual. Is the union of perfected man. This is why there is a G in the middle of the square and compass. That G is God. Now, Masons don't believe in any God, they believe in God. So if you're Muslim, you can be a Freemason and still say Allah. If you're Christian, you can be a Mason and still say Jesus Christ. If you're Jew, you can be Masonic and still say Yahuwah. Right? I can be a Mason and still say Ukamata Okoko Bam. Because it does not dictate your faith. It dictates your morals and your circumvention.
Okay.
You understand? So this is what these symbols mean.
This is why you are aligned.
This is how I align myself to these symbols.
Okay.
Besides my heritage, yeah, that's something else. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's the symbolism, the meaning of these things. You said you can even see on their logo there, you said this looks you can see even there on their logo, they have, I don't know what's happening here. Letisandla Sakula. Why you mispronounce my name?
Okay,
or something like that.
But your name is difficult. No.
Whatever. When it's written there, Abba, Kali people, you are very, very dismissive when you're telling.
Wait. But Abba, you have to understand that we read based on memory.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
I've heard people in my same order
who struggle.
Initiator called in the Melchizedek priesthood. Abanye bangziza ananeo. Abanye bat alaleo. So you are not
it's very unique. It's a very
you're not at fault. So now the sun on the logo symbolizes
the logo of the
Bakali. Here is a small piece of it here on the ring as well.
Yeah, on the side
here. Here is a small piece of it. But you know the logos, official Bakali people channel. It's there, a logo. Now, that logo, that sun, Singabantu Belanga. We are sun people.
Rising.
Not sun worshippers. Sun people. Singabelanga. This is why ufumana iziduko ezitilanga nokulunga. Mlangeni. Muchachi.
I get you.
You understand?
Yeah.
We identify with the sun, not worshipping the sun. Why do we identify with the sun? Because Africans, although we were uneducated, illiterate, and backwards, we were highly educated, sophisticated, and advanced.
Yeah.
Because our languages carry the scientific concepts of what we believe in.
Yeah.
There's God in the Xhosa is ka ma ta. Okay. Everything you see in this physical universe that you see, that with your physical eye, is made up of what?
Matter.
Matter is made up of atoms. What makes up an atom? Electron, neutron, and positron. The neutral one.
Yeah.
Positive, negative, and neutral. True. Okay. Positive.
Okay.
I no case small light to tin. Negative, what carries the flow? Ugwa mameli danger box. Have you listened to electricity passing? It ma. And then when light again go get yakho uzo switch on it ta. Angithi amata. Amata is an atom. Xhosas believed God is that which you cannot see with the invisible eye, and that which you cannot see with an invisible eye. In its process of manifestation, it starts as an atom.
Okay.
Amata ke lowo uthixo wokhokho bethu. Now, what's the scientific application in the name God? You know? Let me teach you. Gorma, Oz, Dubia. Right? Positive, negative, neutral. Government of democracy. In God we trust. $1 bill. Uzwileke ngithi ke amaXhosa. The sun is not Kamata. I just explained to you what Kamata is according to amaXhosa. Now, is Abba Ayaleo now saying amaXhosa worship atoms? How the blood clot can you worship an atom? You are made up of 1,000,000 atoms. When a color. You just need to acknowledge that inside you have a positive energy, negative energy, a neutral energy, and manifest divinity.
Okay.
Shine your light. Khanya njengelanga. That's it.
Okay. No, that's thinking. I think we're a solid one.
So ubudimoni ungikhiphile batshele phela ukuthi angikhipha ke ebudimonini.
Abba says.
Not Abba says.
Abba says he's not part of.
I not saying
I'm denying for you.
I don't deny on my behalf.
Doesn't know you.
When you accused me. So batshele labantu ongaccuse kubo ukuthi no, I made a mistake. Abba shem akana madimoni.
Abba is not is Abba says.
But Masonry is a system of building character. Right? Is a system of building morals. It's a system of building people in order to be functional in society. There is this Illuminati, Freemason, in conspiracies that are going around.
Yeah.
Yes, every institution has its own demons, man. I mean, come on. In the Christian church, how many of your colleagues rape our children? How many? How many of your colleagues rape boys? Still with the same Christian Bible and Jesus freaks. Baba benza amanyala ngegama lika Jesu. Na Freemasonry injalo out yami. Kukhona labanye who subdue governments, who subvert countries, who change financial institutions and do that and create wars and all of that, you know. Winston Churchill was a Freemason. Sir Winston Churchill. He was a Freemason. But according to the British themselves, he was a savage. He was worse than an animal. You understand? He was not civilized, Winston Churchill. He came back from war, boots full of blood, and he made love to his wife on the kitchen table. What sense is that? You understand? He was a savage, ignorant fool. You understand? So, he was a Freemason. Aleister Crowley was a Freemason, and he is known as the Beast, the most evil man on the world. So now you cannot paint I'm a Freemason because of those few individuals who are Christian, I'm a Freemason, unless nothing gets is then all Christians are boy rapists because their mother church is the biggest raper of boys, sexual scandal. I mean, Christianity in the whole world is the biggest church with sexual scandals, right? I'm not saying about us staying away. It's just that askawafage emacamereni, and the days wafage emacamereni, nyoquleka nyokunda nonke. Angintshela manga. I tell you no lies. Bayogunda bonke, bayoyiyeka insangu lamarasta. Once the cameras start to talk about the sexual traumas that happened emarasteni, they are no better than Christians. They are no better than Catholics. They're no better than izangoma abogobela abarape amathwase indumbeni zabo. You understand? So every institution in amanyukunyezi wawo. We can't paint the whole house because that one room ukakile lo anaka flashang. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Got you.
Yeah.
No, I think we can call it there. Yeah.
All right. Usazoqhubeka ube Christian ungakwazanga uyiphendule.
Full force. Full force.
Ngiyabonga Ricky.
Thank you.
Thanks my lord.
Thank you. The right person respond. The right person respond. We need an equal force. I had to come to show that.
Bakwethu, it was an interesting one, heated one, and again, I caution, I plead on both of our behalves. Let's be mature in our absorbing this content. Let's be mature in watching this. We don't hate each other. I may still want to give him a few kicks, but that doesn't mean I hate my brother. Lana besixoxe. And exoxeni kwethu nathi siyazi man unokukhuluma nabafowenu ngosibongile lapha elokishini igcina seyarasa lento yaphezulu. It's natural, it's humanly, and we are not here bakwethu to say to force any ideas into your head. We are not here to justify or sell any product. We are here having a conversation, and it could have been just as heated if basically up behind the cameras. Now you know. It's just that we are having our conversation.
You are just watching. Yeah.
And you are just watching. So
don't copy us.
You understand? And no, Abba, you're not giving the guest a chance. No. I'm not an I am not an interviewer. I'm a journalist, Bagwetu. Please. Stop accusing me of not giving the person sitting here a chance to talk. We are here to talk. And makakhuluma nonsense ngizongena futhi emlonyeni ngoba siyaxoxa la singabantu. We are not this is not scripted. Enye into engingayazi mhlawumbe anginikwa script la ukuthi hey ukhulume lokhu naloku ngiyayixoxela nomfowethu, and emotions are going to go, passion is going to
everybody has
siyayixoxela.
And
right?
With your platform, I have my platform.
Oh.
If you have your thing, you can go and teach it there. While we are together, let it be.
Siyayixoxela bakwethu. We are not here to say we are creating now a must-listen to show.
Yeah, no.
No, Ricky
and Ricky knew where he was going.
And Rick, exactly.
Yeah.
So, because now you are part of our conversation, Nibugel, don't say, but you are not giving us a chance to listen. Let's not talk now. You understand? So let's be mature about certain things.
Yeah.
And then, and may the light of Christ, Berhane Alem, may the Savior of the world, Medane Alem, may the one Holy Son, the Kedus Wuld of Xavier, God Almighty, bless you in all your endeavors. So and I'm not saying this as a joke.
Yeah.
May the light of Christ be with you, my brother, and may your work carry on.
Yeah, thank you.
Ngelinye ilanga ungibizi ngizomemeza nalapha kweyakho show. Ngizofika ngokushayela emzini akho ke nalapho. Kodwa ke it's important that we understand one thing, and ngizoyiphinda. Men should not judge the faith of another, for no man understands the secret ways of God. We should all respect each other's faiths, because we are all spiritual kinsmen, each on a different path to the same destination. Siyafana nobantu abaye Kapa, omunye ugibela ibhasi, omunye ugibela aeroplane, omunye uhamba ngemoto yakhe, omunye ugibele uhamba ngebhasikila. Okusalayo, we are all going to
the same place.
Cape Town. So Cape Town yethu bakwethu is the love of God. More than the debates and the arguments, can we find the love of God beyond the doctrinal differences? That's the challenge I want to leave to us as a country, as a people. Can we find love beyond doctrinal differences?
Yeah.
Let's challenge each other
Mhm.
and see if we can fulfill that revelation prophecy. Yoguti, and they were all singing one song.
One song, which other people didn't know.
Okay. Love and light.
Thank you.
Siyabonga. Give thanks.